Election day is less than 3 months away. There's a lot at stake, including control of Congress, dozens of governor's seats, and numerous key state offices. Today, Tennessee voters headed to the polls to choose their gubernatorial nominees, as well as candidates in newly redrawn congressional districts. More states will be holding their primaries next week, like Minnesota, Vermont, Connecticut, Alabama, South Carolina, and Wisconsin. CBS News political reporter Zak Hudak joins me now on the road to the midterm. So what's at stake for Democrats in next week's Wisconsin primary? This one's been interesting.
Lindsay, I think what's so interesting about this race is that it actually could have something of an effect on the race that we saw earlier this week, the Michigan race, because in Hong, we have a DSA-affiliated progressive, as opposed to El Sayed in Michigan, who is very much progressive, but is very carefully not associated with the DSA. They have positions that could be easily conflated by the opposition. For instance, Hong wants to defund the police. El Sayed wants to reform public safety. There's a similar pattern if you look at ICE and immigration reform. There's a similar pattern if you look simply at willingness to acknowledge the DSA's rise. So if we see Hong win that race, I think what we'll see in Michigan is Mike Rogers and other Republicans working very hard to basically give guilt to El Sayed by association, to say they are effectively the same candidate just because they are progressives. So there's a world where the almost certain outcome in that Democratic primary in Wisconsin affects Michigan significantly.
Former Fox News host Tucker Carlson unveiled his vision for America in a video last night. What do you make of this?
Lindsay, I think there's obviously speculation that maybe he'll be interested in a run at some point. But I think what's more likely is he's really working to create a new lane within the Republican Party. Over the last decade, President Trump has, to such an extent, coalesced the Republican Party behind himself. But in the past year, particularly with the Iran war, we've seen a faction that is very opposed, sort of anti-interventionalist. And Tucker is in many ways the leader or a leader of that movement. So I think what he's doing here is establishing himself as a leading voice of what could be a new faction within the party as we start to gear up for 2028.
Zak Hudak, thank you.